In this video, I'm going to reflect on my experience as a student in a traditional college classroom compared to my experience as a student in a virtual classroom in a MOOC. Unlike digital dependent students today, I came from an educational environment where the main props in my classroom were chalk and a board. Looking at students now all around me, I see them walking by with iPads, smartphones in their hands, as they engage with a virtual world as they walk and talk. I wonder, was I better off with my overloaded rucksack, full of books, copies? I don't feel emotionally deficient or academically deficient as a result of my traditional education experience. I spent 4 years studying in MUIG in the early 90s. Here I am in the 21st century, completing a master's at DCU, somewhat removed from the educational world of the 90s. So let me explain what a MOOC is. A MOOC stands for Massive Open Online Courses. It is a free online course open to anyone who has an internet connection. MOOCs are built for the world today, where information is just a click away. So let me describe my experience as a virtual student in a MOOC, interacting with my cyber teacher and software and digital tools in a virtual, detached way or manner. Why do I feel worried or threatened by MOOCs? Maybe it's the fear that my in-person and highly interactive teaching style and my experience as a teacher will become obsolete. In order for me to fully realise the full potential of MOOCs as a best practice for learning, I decided to enrol in a MOOC. I enrolled in a MOOC at the University of Amsterdam. My MOOC was called An Introduction to Communication Science. I remember my first day at DCU, my first day attending my master's course. I felt very apprehensive. But very soon the emotions disappeared as I interacted with my peers and lecturers. The classroom felt familiar, comfortable. In a MOOC, there is no way, especially after my experience, I'm convinced there is no way of replicating the human dimensions of teaching and learning. At first, the MOOC appeared very different than a traditional classroom, where short videos replaced 60-minute lectures and instant feedback was provided. But I felt the MOOC did not motivate me to learn. It informed me, but it did not educate me. The lectures in my master's design assignments and a learning environment that enhance critical thinking skills that will enable me to solve open-ended problems in my personal and professional roles. To me, there is more to learning than watching videos and doing automated assignments. To me, the MOOC just represented self-service learning. In fact, it was just surface learning. I questioned the openness of the MOOC. To me, the MOOC provides a one-size-fits-view model that filters those students who have the ability to learn on their own. It is not multifaceted. It does not promote social connections or emotional intelligence. Over 5,000 students attended the virtual classroom on the web at the College of Amsterdam, including me. 5,000 students. I have a firm identity with DCU as a student. It is always nice to be a real person rather than a nameless spectator in a MOOC. I am now more aware than ever before the profound effect that human interaction has on the quality of education in my master's. In my MOOC, there was very little faculty-student interaction. The social presence of my lecturer was a pre-recorded video of him broadcasting. There was no personal, immediate feedback. While in my master's, the feedback, the help, the encouragement that my lecturers give me is key to my learning. I'm going to finish this MOOC by borrowing the words of a famous man called Aristotle. He said, very aptly, that educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. I hope the heart does not grow cold and lonesome in our digital world of quick fixes and virtual relationships. After all, it appears the digital world has succeeded in hooking one thing we used to call our own, and that is our minds. Thank you for allowing me to share my experience as a student in a MOOC with you.